They check your uniform, you know them shit.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Shit, I just asked you what's up. Shit, you said I'm on it. Sound like you was rushed. Correct. I said he gonna beat my ass. Shit. I ain't got that already on.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolute.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. You look at this Eagle defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Give him 18 on the play. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go, start.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. So Charles,
no, I just said that boy saved it in.
5 wins without a loss. When do you
that
think
boy
that you start
saved.
believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 6.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. but he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Hey.
A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Hey.
At their own 17-yard line.
Hold me ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On third down, pull, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hold the set.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 9. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. The Eagles at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
70 Ranger.
Now a play fake here on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Shit.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. No, no.
Off
On
that
first
shit,
down, they'll go
man.
to the ground attack. And he takes it just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 155 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. And now,
Fuck out of here.
Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Seven Pirates. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. That is caught by Lamb. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
7 Pirates. 60 Bobcat.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Let's go.
Now is 2nd and 10.
Check Bobcat. Check Bobcat. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
The end of the
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now they'll shift things around. They'll look to throw. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Pull. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 23. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Come on, set.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 14 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things have not been going their way. But they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and he makes the score 21-10. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the others. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 182 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 46-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who...
There he goes, left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And now they're in the hurry up.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Dallas.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 3. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
The second down pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 6. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
Back to throw here. A short throw caught by Andrews. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. It looks like they'll move things around here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here is 3rd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark. No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it. Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead. Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter. And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air? Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole down. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. It's taken to the 26. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch,
This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally kept out in the rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Eluding the pressure right.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Ready, set.
Second down, 8 yards to go. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Ready,
Here's second down.
70 Timberwolves. Hey, smash.
He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field.
That shit crazy,
when you
man.
look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
Man,
so the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is good.
Damn, man, that nigga caught that. That nigga threw that bitch out. Bam.
So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I were going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You think back to halftime, you know, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here as we begin overtime, they're one drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game, because they say each game is its own entity. But within a game, I think they all believe in momentum, and they certainly have it going on their direction right now.
Hawk 70. Ready.
On second down, Poole. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Poole. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 22 yards there, a first down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way. And able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done. And for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a give, right side. Pull. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
19 right. Check it.
Back to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Pull. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Trap 50! Trap 50! 18 Radley! 18 Radley!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown! They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? We're getting overtime. Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for Philadelphia, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2.